Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I have a really exciting announcement. This summer I will be embarking on an incredible journey across the country from the border of Canada to Mexico, backpacking over 3,000 miles on the Continental Divide Trail, or the CDT. Continental Divide Trail goes through 5 different states: Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico. It also goes through, I wrote this down, 25 national forests, 21 wilderness areas, and 3 national parks, including Glacier, Yellowstone, and Rocky Mountain National Park. That's gonna be really cool. I've never been to Yellowstone before. I've never been to Glacier before. It's just gonna be a really pretty hike. I've been so excited about the CDT. It's been at the top of my list for a long time. It's just one of those trails that kind of calls me in, and I just know that I'm gonna love it because I love the part of the United States that it goes through. The trail can be up to 3,100 miles long depending on what route that you take. I'm going to be going SOBO, which means I'll be starting in Canada and walking down to Mexico. Hoping to get the trail done in about 5 to 6 months, but obviously that's going to depend a lot on circumstances. I am in pretty good shape. I'm ready to go out and crush some big miles. I do want to try to hit some bigger miles on this trail. Something different about the CDT compared to like the Appalachian Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail is that the trail isn't completely finished. There is a red line, which would be like the actual CDT, but there's also all these different alternate trails that you can take, and it's up to the hiker to decide which route they want to take. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure type trail, and I'm really excited about that. I was a purist on the AT, but on the CDT, you don't really have that pressure. You can just kind of go and hike whatever you want. My goal is to have a continuous footpath from Canada to Mexico, but as far as what routes I'm gonna take, it's just gonna kind of depend on what I'm feeling in that moment. So a little bit about me, if you're new here. My name is Kelly, obviously. I'm 31 years old and I'm from Arkansas. I am a clinical registered dietitian, and I travel for work and work contracts all over the United States. Most recently, I've been in Florida, which is where I've probably met a lot of you guys. We've been doing a lot of adventures in Florida. I know my channel is called Kelly Hays Hikes, but we do so much more than that on this channel. But I'm really excited to get back into hiking and take you guys along on this incredible hike. In 2021, I thru hiked the Appalachian Trail. That was a crazy journey. I vlogged the entire thing. It's on my channel. Had some crazy things happen to me early on in the hike, but I was able to finish that trail in about 7 months. That kind of led me into this crazy world of thru hiking and also YouTube. In 2022, I plan to thru hike the Pacific Crest Trail, or the PCT. I made it about 350 miles on that trail before I got the virus in the middle of the desert. I got pretty sick. It got in my lungs. I had some calcified nodules. I even had to go back 6 months after and make sure that they had cleared up. Luckily they did. I did try to get back on the Pacific Crest Trail after getting sick, but my body just wasn't having it. I was very weak and it just wasn't in the cards for me that year. I didn't want to hike like that. So I got off and I worked for 6 months, and then in 2023, I hiked the Florida Trail at the beginning of the year. That trail is 1,100 miles. And then I also did the Pinhoti Trail after the Florida Trail, which is about 350 more miles, just working on connecting my footpath along the East Coast. I knew in 2023 that I wanted to just do a couple smaller thru hikes so that I could work. Student loans had been on pause since COVID, but they did go back into repayment last August, and I knew that was coming up, and I knew that I wanted to be working and save up a bunch of money so that I could pay those off. I just finished 9 months of working, and I am happy to report that I'm 100% debt-free. I paid off all of my student loans, and that's what leads me into this year. I knew that I was ready to get back on trail and do another really long distance hike and knock out another one of the 3 big trails here in the US. There's the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail, and the Continental Divide Trail. If you hike all 3, you are considered a triple crowner. So I am working on my second crown of the triple crown. Eventually I will go back out on the PCT, and I know a lot of you guys who have been following along are probably wondering why I'm not getting back on the PCT and finishing that trail. It is a valid question. However, the answer is I'm just not ready to get back on the PCT yet. The CDT is a more interesting trail to me, and I have a lot of friends that are going to be out on the CDT this year. I wanted to hike the trail with them, but I will get back on the PCT one day and through hike that, but it will not be in 2024. After everything I experienced in 2022 on the PCT and really in 2021 with just things happening on trail that you can't control, I've changed my mindset going into long distance through hikes. I'm not putting pressure on myself to finish. So I'm coming on here right now and saying that I'm going to through hike this trail. And basically that means I'm going to go as far as I can and as far as the Lord allows. Not anticipating anything crazy to happen, but I know that it can from experience. However, the goal is to finish and through hike this entire trail. I am always nervous about going out on trail just because I've had a lot of things happen to me. It's made me tough. I've been through a lot out there. You know, there's a lot of worries that I have going out on the CDT. It is a much more remote trail than the PCT or the AT. We're going to be hiking through grizzly country, and this past summer I recently found out that I am allergic to fire ants and wasps. Hopefully I don't encounter that out there. I'm going to be bringing my EpiPens, and I'm going to be as prepared as I can be. The rest is in the Lord's hands. I do plan on starting out the hike with a group of friends. I'm happy about that, starting out in grizzly country. It's good to have some numbers with you. Excited to get back to the trail community. It's one of my favorite things about hiking. I've made a lot of really great lifelong friends in this community, and I'm really excited to get back out there with them. I'm going to be starting the trail here in the next couple months. Until then, I'm going to be making some videos leading up to the trail, talking about gear, my plans, all those type of things. I'm really excited because on this trail, I am basically trying all new gear. My setup is completely different than anything that I've used in the past. So gear videos will be upcoming. I'm still getting all my gear in the mail and getting things organized and ordered. So stay tuned for that. And I am going to be vlogging my entire through hike. So typically what I like to do is do daily vlogs. I literally take you guys with me each day on my hike, show you what I see, talk about how it is out there, what I'm going through, and hopefully those videos can help other people who are maybe planning to do this hike, or those that would like to do this hike but maybe can't go out there for whatever reason. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. The thing about the CDT is, like I mentioned, it is so remote. I don't know what service is gonna look like out there. I don't know how often I'm gonna be able to put up videos, but of course I'm gonna try my best, and they will come eventually. So that's what you can expect for the vlogs once I get out on the CDT. This trail is going to be an incredible challenge, and I can't wait to get out there and get to hiking, and I can't wait to bring y'all with me. Definitely, if you guys have any questions about my upcoming hike, leave them in the comments. I'll probably be making another video before I leave answering any questions that you guys might have. In the meantime, I am back in my home state of Arkansas, and so I'm going to be doing a lot of different outdoor activities here. It's summertime, so I would like to get a shakedown hike out here. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.